What's up and welcome to Me, You, and Switch 2. I am me, Tom Tate, and you are you, so let's talk about Switch 2. This is the latest and greatest Nintendo Switch 2 news brought to you every Tuesday and Friday in snackable 5 to 10 minute episodes. Today happens to be Tuesday. It is July 28th. It is 7:42 a.m. on the East Coast, and this is episode 121. I hope that your week is off to a good start. We're really going to try to make this one short and sweet and snackable. There's not a lot to cover today. Pretty quiet weekend. So I'm going to live up to the promise of this podcast and hopefully keep it under 5 minutes. So let's just try it out. Because I spent all of last episode really focused on the Splatoon Raiders reviews, I didn't mention that there's a Nintendo Switch Sports Resort hands-on preview over on IGN. They subtitled this one, Wuhu Island is back, baby. Time to waggle like it's 2009. Definitely a callback to the early days of Wii Sports with the Wii Remote and the Nunchuck. And Logan Plant was the one that went hands-on with this game. And we only saw this for a little bit. We saw it in a recent Direct, and the only thing I really remember is that they demoed the Thumb War segment, which was very funny. His description, though, of archery sounds like a lot of fun. There's jet skis in this one. There's a lot of cool things. One thing I noted that he wrote was, and I quote, "Something interesting compared to the Wii Remote and Nunchuck is that every sport on Resort had me holding the Joy-Con too in a different way." So I kind of like that. It sounds like they're playing with just the overall form and some of the new capabilities that are in a Joy-Con 2 versus what we had back in the day in a Wii Remote. I think he mentioned accuracy with archery was a little bit better too. So I'm excited for this one. I'll put the link in the show notes if you want to read the full preview. Nintendo also dropped a 2.5 minute overview trailer for the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Switch 2 edition that will release on July 30th. And here is the description that they shared. Join Rex and Pyrrha in their search for paradise, now enhanced for the Nintendo Switch 2 system. The Nintendo Switch 2 edition of this game features improved visuals, smoother and sharper cutscenes, new outfit designs for Pyrrha and Mithra, and more. Control up to 6 blades directly in the new Merc Assault mode, and discover Momo, M-O-M-O, a new rare blade who can swap between light and dark forms. So again, that's the official quote, read verbatim. I don't understand a thing that I just read, and that's because I haven't played the Xenoblade Chronicles games. But if you're looking for like the definitive edition, best looking, best playing, this is probably it, and it'll arrive in just a few days. Final Fantasy XIV has a release date. This game will release on August 4th, 2026. As a reminder, Final Fantasy XIV on Switch will be subscription-based. So you'll need a subscription to Final Fantasy XIV, but you will not need a Nintendo Switch Online subscription. So you don't have to double dip there, but you do need to pay Square Enix. The first month of release will be free as they work out all of the kinks. The game won't be free, but the subscription will be. Castlevania Belmont's Curse is arriving in October. Here's an interesting article from Nintendo Life. I'm going to link to it. They wrote, Konami's Castlevania website has revealed a little more information about this particular build, confirming the Switch version will run at 30 frames per second. In comparison, other versions of the title will hit 60 frames per second. So I'm just a little baffled still about this game. I'm confused why there is not a Switch 2 edition of this game already. The developer has made Switch 2 editions of games. I'm sure it's coming, and I'm sure it will be 4K, 60 frames per second, or at least parity with the other versions. It's just weird to me that this game will release in October, and we haven't heard anything yet about an official Switch 2 version. Okay, that's it for today. Again, short and sweet. We're going to call it a wrap on this one. Not a ton going on. Next episode on Friday will be business as usual, but the following episode will be the first of the month. So we'll take a full look kind of at every August release coming up that we know about. Again, it's a packed month, so I'm excited that the momentum continues to build, and I'm hopeful that in August we'll hear a little bit more about Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, which is releasing in the fall. If you are following along with my HVAC saga, I am still without air conditioning. It did not go as planned on Sunday, but I'm hopeful I'm hopeful that we can seal the deal today. That's the plan. That's the goal. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm nice and cool on Friday when I record the next episode. You can head on over to switch2pod.com for all the things. That's switch with the number 2pod.com. Switch2pod on Instagram and Blue Sky if you need to reach out to me. Patreon.com/switch2pod for free bonus content. I have so much scripted. I just haven't been able to do it. There's just been a lot of chaos going on at home, but I'm going to get to it. It's not going to fade. So as soon as I have new stuff, I will let this feed know to go check out the other feed. As a reminder, this is an ad-free show. The Patreon is forever free. So if you want to support the show, the best way to do it is to leave a kind rating or review on your podcast listening app of choice. It really doesn't help me. I don't make any money off of that. But what it does is it helps others discover the show. And if I can continue to grow more listeners, that's always a good thing. I hope that you have an awesome week. Enjoy the next few days. I'll be back on Friday. Much love. Now go play some games.